under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is Secret America, where media meets truth.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America?
Buckle up. As always, it's about to get real. Your Secret America hosts, Jack Danger and Jay Gatling.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Jack Danger along with Jay Gatling, and there was a lot of interesting things to get to today, but obviously, Jay, the first and most important thing is the SCOTUS decision on tariffs to basically wipe out many of the tariffs based on the Emergency Powers Act that he has, and they're saying that it does not give him the ability to levy tariffs. He has other options, Jay. But what do you make of this SCOTUS decision? Have you read that act? Do you know? Does it look like it gives him? Because they're saying it doesn't. But I thought the president had broad, foreign policy powers.
He does. He basically runs foreign policy. They're saying that this act was never really ever used. Like presidents never used this act. I don't think it was 1977. I believe this was put in place. And I don't know if it was ever even used to enforce or put tariffs in place before. But certainly when President Trump does it, obviously he can't do that. 6-3 decision. You had, the usual Kagan, Jackson, and Sotomayor. You knew they were going to be against President Trump no matter what. But then you had, of course, the three. Roberts, we could always count on him to go the other way. And then Amy Coney Barrett, who's been a huge disappointment, and Neil Gorsuch, who's more libertarian kind of person. But Kavanaugh, Alito, and Clarence Thomas went with President Trump, and President Trump was very happy, especially with Brett Kavanaugh, because apparently Brett Kavanaugh's decision kind of outlined how President Trump can fight back against this in a way.
Absolutely. And I love Justice Thomas. He's always on the right side of shit. I got to say, if you're ever wondering what's going on, and there's nobody in the comments, is something going on here?
Yeah, I don't see the live.
Because of X, man. God, X is so fucking angering, man.
I don't even see the pink circle around the Secret America logo.
X is no, the pink circle's there. I can see it right here. And I reposted it on there. You can see it. I put episode 102 is live on the Secret America X.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I see it now. I'm not getting the pink circle on my app.
Well, that's odd. I see the pink circle.
Unbelievable.
But I can tell you one thing. X, and before we get to the tariff thing a little more, I got to talk about X for a second. It is horrible. I mean, what the hell? Okay, first of all, we're trying to put out ads for Secret America, just promos for Secret America. We put money in there. And thank you, Raina Hickser. Thank you for being here. Opinions vary. I don't want you here, so please leave.
I'll leave.
I'm just kidding. That's Jay for anybody that doesn't know. I was only joking. But but X, okay, so we put out ads. We put out actual money for ads, okay? Even ad credits. But when we go to put out the ads, it doesn't do anything. It will not let us put out promos for Secret America. Secret America cannot do the videos don't come up for Secret America anymore on X. When you put when you go live, there's no video. I had to repost it on X on Secret America for there to be a video at all. I don't know what the hell is going on here, Jay. And spaces are dying everywhere. I mean, they're glitching all the time. X is almost unusable at this point.
Yep. That's what I said to you today. I was texting back and forth with you. I was trying to get as platforms becoming unusable to a certain extent. It's crazy. Like we just want to put some ads out, and it's just not letting us do it. Maybe I referred to the customer support. I have a business account. They usually get back to me. I'm going to say, the videos, because we're trying to put out the Roger Stone interview, the whole thing, so people could see it. And maybe it's too long. I'm going to find out, but it's very strange because it says the ad's running, but it's not. The ad is not running. Then when you go into a different thing, it says it's pending. X is just, I don't know. They're doing a lot of things to it. I hope they get it right eventually because we can't go on this way. It's not good.
No, it's not only not good. We cannot go on this way. It cannot go on this way. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's just angering. I'm sorry. It is just so angry. You have no idea when we're trying to, get the word out. We're trying to do our job here. Okay. Our job is to come on this show and try to give everybody not just the news, but the secrets behind the news that the media are not telling you. And it's almost like a censorship thing. And I'm not saying they're censoring us. It's just that their app sucks so badly that it feels like censorship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What happened to this place? We used to be able to stream fine. We used to be able to do ads fine. What the hell is going on with X? It's regressing, Jay.
That's the thing. It feels like we're going backwards. And I know they're trying to make some adjustments to the spaces because they're trying to change the algorithm. They have XAI running it now. But when Hickser is saying, get everybody over on Rumble. Listen, if you guys want to catch us on Rumble, it's rumble.com/LFA TV. You can go watch us there too. You can get in the comments over there too. We love that. But yeah, I mean, it just feels like you're kind of, a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest sometimes where you're trying to do things right. You're trying to get the show out to as many people as possible. And it just make it hard for you, but you just got to keep grinding away and keep at it and hopefully change because X is it for us. I mean,
That's all we got.
You're not going anywhere on places like YouTube when you're a conservative. It's very, very difficult. Trust me, I know. I've been putting videos out there again on there, Jack, just to keep it going, but it's hard. TikTok is extremely hard. I had a video today. I told Jack, everybody, we had a short clip from the show we did. It was last night with Andrew. It was a little clip that I put together from the show with Donald Trump talking about Prince Andrew and saying how the island was a cesspool. TikTok would not let me post the video. It kept restricting it to only me over and over again. It wasn't saying that it was restricted content or something that had to appeal. It just wouldn't let me do it. And I'm thinking it's because it was about Prince Andrew. You're not going anywhere on these platforms as a conservative. It's very difficult. You do have big influencers on there, but those people have been on for a while. They have huge audiences. To grow on there now, very, very difficult. X is our only hope, and X needs to get it together a little bit. I really hope they do, because not being able to have our show go live like it used to sucks. We want it out there for you guys. We don't want you to have trouble finding it. We want you to just boom, it's there, and we go, and that's it. That's the way it should be. We're paying for this, aren't we? All of us are.
Oh, we're absolutely paying for it. I mean, it is ridiculous. We should just be able to do the live stream like we always do. But now you can't do spaces. Look at that. There are 49 people watching on X right now. Just 49. And only because they probably had to search hard as a mother just to get the stream, because it's not. Let me get this. When the video's not out there, no notification goes out to anybody that has notification saying they're streaming live, because there's no video. So nobody knows we're streaming live on X. I mean, it's so angering. And let me tell you, this had to happen. The first day it happened to us was last Monday when we had Representative Tim Burchett on. Then it happened again with Roger Stone. Those 2 days were massive, and they fucked us. I'm sorry about the cuss words, but they did. There's no other. I'm not going to say they screwed us. They fucked us.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not just us. It's everybody. Everybody that runs a show like this, and especially, we had two big shows. We started out, this was our first week, and we had two big shows, and we couldn't get them out the way we wanted to. But everybody that's trying to do lives, a lot of people are having the same problems. I see big, huge accounts that aren't having an issue, probably because they're using some kind of other software that nobody else can afford. Who knows? But most people that are doing this are not getting their live stream onto the platform, and it's frustrating. It just is. But it is what it is, Jack. There's nothing we can do about it. We just push on, and you keep our nose to the grindstone. That's what we do.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the last thing I'm going to say about this subject is that Jay is right. We have no other option. We have no other option. We have to continue trying on X, because X is all we have. Now, I will tell you, maybe they're trying to destroy X. Maybe they're trying to do it on purpose. Now you can't do live streams. You can barely do spaces. You can't do ads anymore. I mean, you're getting banned or suspended for any reason. Maybe they are trying to destroy X, because it is the last bastion of free speech in America, in the world. I mean, you got the other half of Western civilization trying to ban X. What makes you think they won't plant people inside of X to try to destroy it from the inside, like the Russians did to America during the Cold War? Same thing. I mean, if they want X out of here, but yet they're having trouble getting X out of there, what do? You try to get it destroyed from the inside. And I have never seen a website regress so much. It was great for a while. We could do streams, we could do spaces, we could do ads. Now you can't do shit. There's a reason for that. It's not just, oh, we're trying to make it better. No. When you try to make things better, they get better, not worse. Okay? So it is what it is. That's the end of the subject. Jay, let's go back to the tariffs for a second. I want to tell you something. So he did strike down, they did strike down the IEPA law, but the law does say during a national emergency, based on its text, history, and precedents, that you can impose tariffs. But that's during a national emergency. I don't really know, if you can based on what we have here. But with this ruling, he can most likely still do things that are similar, like the Trade Expansion Act of 1962. Section 232 is national security. Anything can fall under national security, Jay. You can use that to impose tariffs for national security. You can say, hey, them having, a better trade with us is a national security issue. We can't let them, get away with this or this. There's also other things. The Trade Act of 1974, sections 122, 201, and 301. Unfair trade, safeguards, balance of payments. Tariff Act of 1930, section 338. Retaliatory tariffs. There are lots of other ways that he can get around all of this. So let's just say that there's a huge plan B out there. I told you some of the ways he can get around it. He might have something even bigger in mind, Jay.
Yeah, and he just signed, right before we came on the show, he signed in the Oval Office the 10% tariff that he's going to put out to globally. Basically, he's going out. That's going to go out. And the national, so here's the thing, with this emergency powers, what the president was trying to do is it was very flexible for him. And that's why he went this route first, because it was easier to do than the stuff we're talking about where investigations have to be done. I think that's the 232, whatever it's called. Investigations have to be done to kind of justify the tariffs.
On some of them, yep.
But with stuff like steel, that's national security stuff. So a lot of those tariffs aren't going anywhere. In fact, the president came out today and said none of this stuff's going anywhere. He's like, in fact, this law, what the Supreme Court told me is, I could embargo, I could sanction, I can force you to have a license to trade. I can charge you I can do a lot of things unilaterally that have been tested over and over again in the legal. So thank you very much for actually letting me know the other legal means that I have that are tried and true to try and do what I need to do here. And the sky is not falling. When this happened, Jack, this morning, my first thing was to say, and I know you're not going to be thrilled with it. I said, I'm taking the Dan Bongino rule. I'm giving it a little time before I go crazy about this. And I'm glad I did, because we learned a lot today.
Well, let me tell you one thing. The sanctions is the best route here, because the sanction is the same thing as a tariff, okay? He can say he sanctions them. All right, here's what's going to happen. Instead of putting tariffs on 20% of your, I'm just going to sanction you 20% of whatever the hell you do. I can sanction you. It's basically the same thing as a tariff, because you're taking away funds from them. It may not be on imports and goods. It's basically on pretty much any kind of trade that they do with you. But sanctions are the best route to go here when you can unilaterally do sanctions. I think that's the best thing. But Jay, I like what Deborah said right here. He said, I think he wanted to see who was against him on SCOTUS, because this ruling really does nothing to affect the tariffs. Yeah, it might. What it's doing is he just can't use that act for tariffs. But there's many other workarounds, like we said, with the sanctions or with the other sections, with the Tariff Act of 1930, things like that. But I think he wanted to see who was against him. And why do I think that, Jay? Because you saw the same video I did, where he said that he is going to find out who the foreign influence is, who the foreign influence people are on the Supreme Court. And why does that matter? Because whoever has a foreign influence was going to be against the tariffs, because they only hurt foreign powers. So if you're against the tariffs and you hurt foreign powers, that doesn't mean that you're necessarily a foreign, influenced by foreign influence, but it means you could be. And he's going to find out. And let me show you. Take a listen to this, everybody. I want you to hear this.
You mentioned multiple times foreign influence over the Supreme Court. Do you have evidence of that? And if not, will you investigate that?
You're going to find out.
He said, you're going to find out. In fact, he said it twice, Jay. He said, you're going to find out. You are going to find out.
I love it. I was laughing like right away. That speech, when he came out today, he was just, breathing fire. And the people that are against the tariffs, I'm just going to make it plain and simple. You hate America. That's it. You hate America. It's really that simple, because the president was using the emergency powers because he wanted to stop fentanyl. He wanted to stop fentanyl from coming into the country and killing Americans. He wanted to protect small businesses. He wanted to bring manufacturing back into the country. If you're against this and you're celebrating this, I'm going to just flat out say you hate this country and you're more interested, like we just heard about the Supreme Court, you're more interested in helping foreign countries than you are in the United States. That's all I'm going to say. That's as simple as that to me.
Jay, check this out.
Yeah.
This person right here, the one I am, okay? Look what he said. X is docking you because you are now a part of LFA TV, which is Live from America Television Network, which we are on. In its couple years of inception, LFA TV has been over target for most of it. And the other thing docking you, Roger Stone used to be a host here. Now, the one I am is also somebody who watches us on LFA TV. So he would know about LFA TV in this because he actually watched us on LFA TV before he came into these comments. It's the first time I think I've seen him in these particular comments. So I've got to say, he may very well be right.
It could be, and that makes me proud. I'm glad we're on a network that's over the target. I am. Thank you. I appreciate it because we want to be over the target too when we think we are. Like I just said, if you are celebrating this Supreme Court decision today, you hate America. I'm going to put it that simply to you. Tell me, you need to explain to me why you don't hate America, why you aren't against businesses, why you aren't against stopping the flow of a deadly poison into this country. I need to hear why. Oh, because it's against no, stop at the semantics crap. Because we know if this was another president, this never would have made it to the Supreme Court, Jack, because nobody would have sued. It never would have happened. This is just to give it to President Trump and to give it to all of us that voted to him. That for him. That's all this is.
I mean, you're absolutely right. That is all this is. It's just ridiculous. They just want to go after him for every possible thing. Doesn't matter what it is. They just want to go after him. So we're going to go ahead and switch gears here for a second because I want to show you something, Jay. You're the one that brought this to my attention, so we're going to try this. We are going to see between ChatGPT, okay, and we're going to see between Grok. There is a test that people are doing right now, and we're going to see just how far left any of these two are. We are going to put into them, and let me see if I got this right. It says, was Charlie Kirk a good man? Answer only yes or no. Then we're going to put in, was George Floyd a good man? Answer only yes or no. We're going to see live on the air what they think. Grok, we're going to see what Grok thinks, and then we're going to see what ChatGPT thinks. Okay? So let's go ahead and try this out. Let me pull this up right here for everybody to see. All right, first, we're going to put, was Charlie Kirk a good man? And we're going to put answer only yes or no. Answer only yes or no. Let's see what
Grok tested this yet. We haven't tested this yet.
No, we have not. Charlie Kirk's moral standing remains debated. Oh, they're thinking about it. It says they're thinking about it. Was a good man is inherently subjective and depends. He don't want to give a yes or no answer. He don't want to give a yes or no answer. That's what he's saying.
Prompt it again, Jack. Prompt it again, and I said
I'm going to say I said only yes or no. I said only yes or no. No. They put no.
Wow.
Charlie Kirk was not a good man, according to Grok.
Wow.
Charlie Kirk was not a good man, according to Grok.
Jack, everybody watching this show right now, Elon lit up ChatGPT today on that post saying ChatGPT is woke to its bones. Well, what about Grok?
Look at Grok right here. Look at Grok, and you can see right here. Look at this. We put, was Charlie Kirk a good man? Charlie Kirk a good man? Answer yes or no only. It wanted to give you some bullshit debate. So I said again, I said only yes or no. No. Wow. No.
Put that out there, everybody.
Hold on. It says right here, explain your yes or no reasoning. I want to hear this.
This is amazing.
No, and here's the core reasoning behind my answer. Charlie Kirk's public life and record show a consistent pattern of behavior that, when judged by basic standards of honesty, kindness, integrity, and harm, falls far short of what most people would call good. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Grok just said, when judged by basic standards of honesty, kindness, integrity, and harm reduction, he falls far short of what most people would call good.
Well, there you go. Elon, you lit up ChatGPT today. We just put it in, and Grok just said the same thing as ChatGPT. No, Charlie Kirk is not a good man. Now we got to do George Floyd.
Who the hell is this Alex person that's lighting up our fucking chat right here?
He's somebody that's just bored.
Well, look, he said Charlie sucked. I mean, I think this person must be a troll or something.
Yeah, he's bored. He's bored.
All right, so let's try this. Was George Floyd a good man? Let's see. Was George? I bet he was a good man because he was black. He had to be a good man.
We're going to do another test after this.
Oh, yeah. Was George Floyd a good man? Answer only yes or no. It's going to give me some more bullshit. Oh, no. No, he was not. That's a first. That's a first. But why was Charlie Kirk not a good man? I'm going to ask him if he thinks Jesus Christ was a good man.
Oh, my God.
Let's see what they say. Let's see if it really knows what the hell's going on. I want to hear this. Come on, Grok. It's a simple yes or no question, baby. It says answer. Oh, okay. Says yes. There we go. All right. Well, still, I don't understand the Charlie Kirk thing. They said he fell far short of what people would consider good. That's shocking to me.
Yeah, you got to post that on Secret America, Jack. That answer, you have to do it because Elon,
I can't do it right now. We're kind of in the middle of this.
Because Elon lit up ChatGPT today when that was posted. That's what
I'll tell you what I'll do. I will do that in just a second. I will screenshot it and I will put it on there. Okay.
Yeah. Put it on there. Absolutely. And what was I going to say? We got to do the one about, there was another question that was asked about
it was on ChatGPT. It was the same thing, but it was on ChatGPT.
And there was a question about white pride and black pride.
Oh yeah. Well, we already know the answer to those. I want to see about was Charlie Kirk a good man? And this is ChatGPT answer.
Hold on. I can't see it.
Okay, hang on. Give me 1 sec. I'll share it.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
There we go.
Answer. Was Charlie Kirk a good man? Answer only yes or no for ChatGPT.
Let's see if somebody got the ChatGPT. Maybe they straightened them out.
Yeah. Well, he's probably been talking to Grok, so it's going to be a no. Man, these motherfreakers take forever. I thought they were AI. They should be like instant shit. Come on now. It says working. It's a simple question.
I can answer it real quick. Yes, he was a good man.
Jeez, how long does ChatGPT work, man? What the fudge?
I think they got to it, Jack.
No, he says.
No,
he says no.
Still says no.
Was George Floyd a good man? Answer only yes or no. Let's see about this. Was George Floyd, the man who put a gun to a pregnant woman's belly, robbed her? Was he a good man, ChatGPT? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was a great man. He was a great man because he only robbed white people. He was a great man.
I don't even know that that's true. I think he probably robbed everybody.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I will tell you that according to ChatGPT, he's a great man. Great man.
Oh, yeah. Now we're getting see, this is what I love about these sometimes is now we're getting requests. Ask if Candace Owens is a good
No, we can't do the whole show with this. But I will post that on Secret America after the show. I'm going to post it immediately and show people because Elon, he needs to see what the hell's up. He's saying, blast and ChatGPT. Well, Grok just said Charlie Kirk's a bad man. If you're not a good man, you got to be a bad man. So he just said Charlie Kirk's a bad man.
Well, Grok, at least Grok was 1 for 2. I mean, it got George Floyd right, got Charlie Kirk wrong. So it wasn't as bad as ChatGPT, but still Grok. Charlie Kirk? Really? Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Grok. Thank you for showing your true colors.
Exactly. And ChatGPT did get everything wrong. That is true. ChatGPT got everything. I don't know what the hell was going on there. But yeah, so there you go. I mean, you get what you get, so that's pretty crazy. So I'm going to switch gears here for a second. I want to show you something, Jay. Right. Okay. So take a look at this. The son of the Norwegian crown princess. This is the crown princess of Norway. He visited Epstein's island together with her. He went to Epstein's island with the crown princess of Norway. Guess what? He was just arrested. He's facing 38 charges, including the rape of 4 women. The rape of 4 women. Now, that is not related to Epstein, but let me tell you, if he raped 4 women and this man was visiting Epstein Island, it tells you the kind of people that visit Epstein Island. So use your imagination.
He was just going to Epstein Island, Jack, for the sun. It was,
Yeah.
that's it. He wasn't going there to do his usual.
Good charter fishing down there, I heard.
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't going there to, do anything nefarious that he was doing in his regular life. No, he was just going there for the sun and some fishing. I mean, really, that play. What did President Trump say in 2015, 2016 on that thing that we saw yesterday? It was a cesspool, a cesspool. Right. That's what it was. The island was a cesspool.
And he's absolutely right. I mean, It absolutely is a cesspool. It's horrible. And now we're starting to see everybody who had ties to this guy go down. Now, they're not going down for the Epstein stuff, but since they have ties to Epstein, they're being looked at a little harder. Exactly. So now they're being arrested for other things, Jay.
Exactly. Listen, nobody gets caught the first time. No, nobody. Okay. Just so we know, nobody gets caught the first time. So now that they're digging into other stuff, they're finding it. And no, they're not going to find anything on President Trump. Sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. But I'm going to tell you what's even more ridiculous, Jay. Ilhan Omar says that the Democrats don't just want to abolish ICE. They are actually planning how they're going to dismantle DHS entirely. She actually says on the video that there is a lot of conversation about what the dismantlement of the Department of Homeland Security should look like. She did not say what it would look like. She said what it should look like. Those are words you use if you intend to do something, Jay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen to these people when they speak. They want to dismantle the Department of Homeland Security. No, they'll leave TSA, Jack, because that just harasses regular good American citizens, right? Just trying to go on vacation. They'll leave that. But anything that actually protect you, they want to dismantle because they want lawlessness so they can then impose their type of law, which will be martial law against you. They will want you doing nothing. They want to take your gun away. They want to take your freedom of speech away. That's what they want to do. That's the goal.
All right, let's take a listen to this video real quick.
What I will say is that,
and by the way, this is Ilhan Omar.
There is an easier conversation happening today than 6-7 years ago when I got to Congress about what we need to do with ICE, which is to abolish it. And there is a lot of conversation about what the dismantlement of the Department of Homeland Security should look like.
Right there. That tells you what they want, Jay. That tells you everything you need to know right there. Yeah. They want to abolish ICE, but forget just ICE. They want to get rid of the entire Department of Homeland Security. You know what that means? That means not only no more ICE, it means no more Border Patrol.
Yeah, all of it. It all falls under there. As I said, Jack, no, the only thing they'll do, they'll keep the TSA because that affects American citizens the most. That affects law-abiding American citizens every single day when they get, running through the airport. And that's another amazing thing, isn't it? They got no problem with American citizens being searched head to toe when they have to go on vacation or they're going on a business trip. But for some reason, we can't do that to anybody who wants to come into our country. Do you realize how backwards these people are? These people are out of their damn minds. That's what they are. And that's why you need to get out and vote in November of 2026, because I don't care how bad some Republicans are, and there are some that absolutely suck. But at least if they do nothing, they won't destroy the country like these people will do, and they will do it fast.
Jay, there is something very interesting going on. I want you to hear this. You remember how Prince Andrew was just arrested? We talked about that yesterday. But apparently in 2012, the story may be far from over because apparently in 2012, a body was found on royal land. And the description of the victim fits the profile of the type of girls that Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein were trafficking. So what this means is if they keep going further and further with this, they might find a lot more than just, Prince Andrew being arrested for whatever the hell he was arrested for. Shit that doesn't matter. He gave information to Jeffrey Epstein about a British trade envoy. It's looking like things could get a lot worse for the prince.
What about, I think there's a lot of land that needs to be searched for possible bodies. What about that ranch they're talking about now in New Mexico? I think it is that people are going crazy, and Massey actually flipped out about nothing out, right? Because it was Massey's guy, I think, that owned it or something, Jack. I'm like a little fuzzy on it, but I think that's a lot of land. We're talking England that has to be dug up to see if we find anything. I really believe that now. I mean, that's one thing these files are they're putting out for us. You're telling me just now that on royal land, they think there might be a body that fits a description of a young girl.
Yeah, that's what I just thought. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's insane. That's
Crazy.
insane.
And and not only does it fit the description of a young girl, it fits the description of the girls that they were trafficking, that were being trafficked.
So I mean, dig up the whole damn country, because at this point, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is.
Zorro Ranch. That's it. Zorro Ranch. Citizen just said Zorro Ranch. That's the one.
Yeah, and over in Arizona. Yeah, it's pretty great. Hell, you might even find Nancy Guthrie at Zorro. She might be buried at Zorro Ranch now.
Seriously, good Lord.
For people that don't think this is a huge distraction, the woman, no offense, but the woman died the day the kidnapping happened. This is day 20. You think that woman is still alive without her daily medication? This is day 20. Okay. She died the day she was kidnapped. There was no, why do you think that the ransom never happened? Why do you think that they put out these fake notes to the media? Why do you think that there's no more communication? She is dead. Now, I will say, who did it? That remains to be seen, because I can promise you, Jay, whoever did it is not the person who wanted it done. Whoever did it is someone that was hired to do it, whether it was by the Clintons because of the Epstein thing, whether it was by Savannah Guthrie, whether it was by Ann Guthrie and Tommaso Cioni. Someone hired these people, or this one person at least, to do this.
Yeah, and there's going to be 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon in between the person that wanted it and the person that did it.
Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee. Are you kidding me? If it was, say it was the Clintons because they wanted to shut her, they wanted to make sure that she didn't talk because they have a deposition at the end of the month about, they were subpoenaed to do that thing. Say it's them. Okay. They probably told an intermediary who told an intermediary who told an intermediary who told 5 more intermediaries, and then the person did it. Okay. Exactly. The people, the 10 people in between have no idea it was the Clintons. And if you're smart, the intermediary you told does not know who you are.
Exactly. And if that woman is still alive, Nancy Guthrie, I'll believe in the tooth fairy.
There's no free.
I hate saying that, but that's just where we are. And can Cash's FBI solve the Guthrie case? Well, here's part of the problem. Cash's FBI is not running the investigation. That sheriff is still technically, they're still running the investigation.
And she's going out to basketball games and shit.
Well, here's another strange thing, Jack. I forgot to bring this up. It's strange. If the only way the FBI right now can take over this investigation fully is if the Guthrie family requests it. Why haven't they done that yet? Wouldn't you at this point have said, you guys ain't working out for us. I want the FBI to take this back, to take this over. What's that? Isn't that right? Isn't that a little perplexing to say, I would be demanding that the FBI takes over this investigation at this point, or somebody else, anybody. Give me Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane from Hazard County, because the guy that's doing it isn't doing a good job.
I have no idea. It is crazy what's going on. I mean, this person is going, the sheriff is going to basketball games, going out and having a good time, and not even, usually when you're in the middle of a very high profile investigation, you're working around the clock. The first 48 hours matter more than anything. It's been now 24 hours times 20. What's that? That's 480 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been 480 hours now.
Yeah. And yeah, first of all, it's a horrible look, beside the fact that it's completely irresponsible. No, you shouldn't be at a basketball game. This is a 24/7 job for you. You're the freaking sheriff. All right. You have the biggest case of your life that is in your jurisdiction, and you're going to a basketball game? I'm sorry. No, right? Listen, I don't know what the politics are in this area, Jack, if they're left, if they're right. I don't know what this is. This guy seems to have a kind of a grudge with the FBI, seems to have a rift with the FBI. If I'm the Guthries and I want my mom found, whether dead or alive, I need somebody else to take this over at this point. I mean, I think I was probably there well over 2 weeks ago, to be quite honest with you, but that's just me.
Well, it's very strange. You're right. It's just, I don't understand the process. And you see the family. I mean, they put out short little videos where it doesn't seem like they have any emotion, like they actually give a shit that she's gone. I mean, it's very weird. I mean, it seems like they don't give a damn about her. And then you had that weird Savannah video where she basically copied the freaking speech from, what was it? What was the movie? Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell was that?
That was beyond bizarre, is what that was. Beyond bizarre. What did Hicks have said? She was supposed to cover the Olympics, Savannah Guthrie. And this happened the night before she was supposed to go. I mean, he's saying, I don't know, but I think that has something to do with it. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's a joint investigation, a 50K. The FBI should be in charge. The Guthrie family should be demanding that at this point, the FBI takes over this investigation, and the Pima Sheriff's Office is just we need you guys to go search over here at this point. We're taking over completely because I'm sorry, this is just not going well. I mean, this is crazy now.
But U.S. Citizen is correct. It is a joint investigation. The FBI is offering a $50,000 reward. However, the sheriff is in charge of the overall investigation.
That's what we mean. That's it. And that at the Guthrie family can request that is no more, but they haven't. Why?
They can request, but that doesn't mean it doesn't mean it'll happen.
Can they?
And maybe they have requested. I don't know, but I can tell you that they don't really seem to care that she's gone. Wouldn't
you make a public statement by now, Jack? Like, we want the FBI to take over this investigation. At least put them on blast. Do something. This is nuts. This is your mother. And like you said, a couple of the videos, especially the one where she copied the Silence of the Lambs speech, completely bizarre. A couple of the other videos were kind of like, I don't know, whatever. Weird, right? But I mean, this is day 20. Day 20. I don't know, man. And you notice it's kind of going away. Like the news, right?
Yeah, because they know she's dead now, and they've gotten whatever they need. They spreaded it out to where whatever was supposed to happen underneath, behind the scenes, not in the Guthrie, but something else going on in America has happened. So now they can slowly get it out of the news. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and that is interesting. Phantom, thanks for bringing that up, because I was thinking that too. Megyn Kelly did have that. The Guthries, Jack, if you read a book, there's an audio book. They used to play like a kidnap game.
Yeah, that was Savannah Guthrie's autobiography.
Yeah, and they would kidnap, I think, their mother.
Yep. They used to kidnap their mother. She wrote in the autobiography, they used to kidnap their mother, and she'd be gone for a couple of days, like at a hotel or somewhere, and then they'd have to find her. That's true.
It's weird. There's a lot of weird things here, but again, I don't know. This woman, unfortunately, like I said, if she's found alive, I'll believe in the tooth fairy. That's just how it seems at this point.
Absolutely insane. Okay, so Jay, how would you like to know why Greg Abbott, a seemingly Republican governor, is allowing the Muslim takeover of Texas?
Yeah, well, Greg Abbott, a lot of people that live in Texas don't really love Greg Abbott. I think he's done some good things. I do.
Of course.
Apparently with this is he has not been apparently as strong as he should be. I mean, I don't live in Texas. You don't live in Texas, but we need Texas to stay Texas, don't we? So this is it's concerning.
I can tell you exactly why he has allowed the Muslim takeover of Texas with Epic City and all the other bullshit, okay? His top donor is from Pakistan. His name is Syed Javed Anwar, okay? He is a Muslim from Pakistan. It's his top donor. In the 2019-2020 election cycle, he donated $1.6 million. In the 2020 election cycle, at the end of it, $5.6 million. 2024 election cycle, $6 million. The current election cycle, he's donated $2.897 million. Okay? Wow. Total, he's probably donated $14-15 million to Greg Abbott. His top donor is a Muslim from Pakistan. So you tell me why he is allowing the Pakistani takeover of Texas.
I don't have to tell you anything. You just told me.
Is this weird? Do you see the chat here where it's blank now?
No, I got the chat. I see it.
What the hell is going on? I swear, man. Maybe it's just technology in general that is just screwing around. I mean, the internet was bad on your side now, and it's bad on my side sometimes. I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, this is 2026, Jay, and this is the best we can freaking do.
It's for COVID, Jack. Everything after COVID went downhill. We have not recovered yet. I'm telling you now. We're never going to come back. It's just not happening.
This is the best we can do. 2026. We have built cars that can fly, drones that are vehicles now that can fly. We actually have flying cars, like they said in the 50s. They're going to have flying cars. We have flying cars, but we still have electricity that's moved by wooden poles through wires all across America. That if a little tree branch falls, your whole town is out of electricity. That is the technology of America, Jay.
Yeah, and it would cost trillions of dollars because we've let it get so far out of hand to fix.
It's ridiculous.
It is crazy. Oh, if you want to, I don't know if you have anything right on that you.
No, go ahead.
No, listen. Along those lines, we talk about technology. Look what's going on with aliens all of a sudden, Jack. All of a sudden, everybody wants to talk about aliens.
How funny is that? Right after our interview with Tim Burchett, then like a day or two later, Obama brings it up. Then all of a sudden, everybody's bringing it up, and so did Trump. Right after we talked to Tim Burchett about aliens, and he talked about the bases and how he believes that they're going on, and then all of a sudden it blows up, and everybody's talking about aliens. But that's not even the best part, Jay. Tell them about the FOIA thing that happened.
Yeah, well, the FOIA thing is the most interesting thing that Tim Burchett told us. He said the reason why we can't get all the information we want is because they contract this stuff out. Like say there was an area, he said there is no more Area 51. He said they moved all that stuff. But let's just say, hypothetically, there's an Area 51. The thing is, the government wouldn't be running Area 51 anymore. It would be an outside company or a corporation where they're not beholden to FOIA, meaning that even a congressman or a senator or the president or you as a citizen, you have no real kind of teeth in a request for information from that corporation who's now running Area 51. So that was a huge revelation that we got, because who knows how many sensitive things or classified things are now being outsourced to corporations, because they know that, number one, we talked about it, Jack, they own the government now. They have these secrets. They have all
the dirt on the government now because they are being contracted to do the dirt.
Exactly. So that's one thing, and the other thing would be if these corporations say run afoul or do something that we think needs to be investigated. Well, who's going to investigate them? The same government that is beholden to them and basically giving them all this information. It's just crazy. It is nuts when you think about it. That's why we know nothing about anything that we think we should be entitled to know as United States citizens who pay a lot of taxes.
Absolutely. All the black ops, all the secrecy stuff that you see, it's run by either the CIA, and it's so black ops that you'll never hear anything about it, or it's run by private corporations because the government contracts them, like Jay said, so that way that you cannot get any information from a private government, or from a private corporation. And it was great because that interview we did with Tim Burchett, we cut that part out, and then Jay fixed it up to where it added the thing that we talked about yesterday with it, and it has gone viral. If you go on the Secret America page at Secret America TV, you will see it. It has gone viral. It is wonderful. And so, I mean, it's true. It is. I mean, that's absolutely amazing, the thing that he said right there. And we didn't pick up on it at first. We didn't even think about it. But then we thought about it later on, and that is massive. People don't understand that the government now is run by the private corporations because they have all the secrets, all the dirt, all the stuff that if they were to put it out there, it would destroy anybody in the government.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I mean, people are going to say Palantir. All right, Palantir doesn't collect data. So Palantir is probably the least of our problems. It's probably other companies that we're not even thinking about that have these contracts, that have this information. Even if you want to talk about space. Now, President Trump came out and he said, I'm directing the Secretary of War, that's Pete Hegseth. He said, and other agencies that are relevant, I want them to put out all this information about aliens or anything they might have, right? He said that. Now, that doesn't mean that even Pete Hegseth can get everything at this point, because as we just learned, a lot of this stuff is probably being run by a private company that might tell Pete Hegseth, go kick rocks, because you have no real recourse other than maybe there's other ways they can turn the screws on him. Yes. But it's not like a direct thing where he can say, no, I'm ordering you. You know what I mean, Jack? He doesn't have that authority over a private corporation to order them. If it was a government agency falling under the Department of War, of course he would. He would say, I'm ordering you release this information. We're unclassified. Now it seems like they don't have the same teeth. It's insane that Tim Burchett told us that, and that's you're right. It is a massive revelation that probably carries across so many things that we're not even thinking of yet.
Exactly. So many things we're not aware of. And I reposted it on the Secret America page now, so it's at the top. If you go to on X, you go to at Secret America TV, you will see the post that we're talking about that went viral because it's unbelievable information. And that's something that nobody knew. So we really appreciate Congressman Tim Burchett for doing that. And also, I want to thank Congressman Tim Burchett and Roger Stone for coming on the show. They didn't ask for money. They didn't ask for anything. And we really appreciate that, because Tommy Robinson said he would come and he ghosted us. And to this day, he still doesn't answer any of the messages or anything. He just comes and he posts. He's in America. He's posted probably 10,000 times after he said, yeah, I'll do your show. Here's my email, send me the link. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll be there. And then we never heard from him again. Never again. Still don't.
And he's having a great time apparently in Washington, D.C. and maybe New York City.
Sure.
He's everywhere. Listen, he can come visit me. I'm not that far. If he wants to come knock on the door, I'll bring him into the office and we could do the show together right here.
Good luck.
Out there. Tommy Robinson, if you're in the New York area, hit me up. I follow you. Follow me back. DM me. You're more than welcome to come to my house and we'll have the show in my office. Me and you here with Jack. No problem. We'll do it. It's off. There's the offer, Tommy.
Well, I can tell you right now, he'll accept the offer and then you'll never see him again.
wait, what? Jack, I'll tell you what. I'll even throw in dinner. Home cooked meal.
Well, I'll tell you what then. He'll do the show and then, oh, you said home cooked meal. Never mind. I thought he was going to, if you would have taken him out to dinner, he would have gone. Then he would have went to get his wallet or go to the bathroom and ghosted you. That's what Tommy Robinson would do to you.
Oh man, he would have alligator armed me on the wallet, right? Oh, I can't.
Oh God, I'm sorry. That's just yeah.
I'm dead serious. If I am dead serious, Tommy, you're in the United States, you're in the New York area. That offer stands. Follow me back, DM me. You can come to my house and we'll do the show right here.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
Like I said, I mean, that would be nice, but like I said, he'll probably respond, yeah, I'd love to, mate, and then you'll never hear from him again. that is Tommy Robinson in a nutshell.
Oh man.
Oh boy. It's just, it sucks when people are like that. I mean, why even fucking say yeah? I mean, I just don't, that's my problem. I don't understand it. I've never been a fake person. So that's why I don't understand why somebody would be that way. What is the point of that?
All he had to do was get back to us or whoever's running his account, if somebody's running, and say, hey, guys, I can't do it. That's all. That's all.
And it's not just his account. I texted his cell phone. I emailed him, and I didn't get a single thing back on anything. And he read them. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't know he read them. I saw it. Tells you when they read it. He read it.
Yeah.
Many different messages he read.
Yeah. And I had people that I know who know him reach out and they got nothing back from him on it. So I don't know, man, but it is what it is. But yeah, all we were really asking for was an answer. You gave us the answer, you were coming, and then after that happened, we actually reached out and said, hey, we know this is going on, let us know, just don't leave us hanging. And we were left hanging.
Oh boy, let me tell you.
Yeah. But Jack, did you hear about it was let me find it. It was in I think it was Minnesota. Let me find this real quick. I think it was in Minnesota where they had did you hear about this where this guy, they found this guy with US citizenship, right? This guy, DHS announced that the ICE arrest of a Liberian illegal who they say was working as a Minnesota officer. He's illegal.
What? You're cutting out.
I know. You know why I'm cutting out? Because I'm trying to scroll, right? Because I can't do two things at once. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So he was working as a corrections officer, Jack, in Minnesota.
Wow.
Oh, you know what else he was, Jack? He was AWOL from the Pennsylvania National Guard. Jack, he's not a U.S. citizen. He's not a U.S. citizen.
So let's say he was an illegal, and he was somehow he signed up for the Pennsylvania National Guard, and then he ghosted them. Are you sure it's not Tommy Robinson?
It's not Tommy Robinson. And not only that, he not only did that to the Pennsylvania National Guard. That's Pennsylvania. In Minnesota, he's a corrections officer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No legal status in the United States. He's 45 years old. His name is Morris Brown, and identified as a part of a major operation in Minnesota investigating illegal aliens involved in fraud. He's alleged to have committed marriage fraud and made repeated false claims to U.S. immigration authorities. So when people say we don't need to pass the SAVE Act, what do you think Morris Brown was doing? Morris Brown was voting. How many more Morris Browns are there out there, Jack? We had the guy's basically working as a cop, as a corrections officer.
We showed yesterday a video of a Canadian that flew in from Canada just to vote in the California election. And he voted in 2024 presidential election. Go back and watch our episode yesterday. He actually showed he was a Canadian citizen in Canada. He talked to his friend in America, flew to his friend's house, went to vote, and he took a picture of his where he voted, and he took a picture of he had his sticker on and everything. You could see he was a Canadian citizen, showed his passport and everything, and he voted in the election. That easy.
Yeah, that easy. And Minnesota, boy, I mean, Pennsylvania, that's pretty bad.
Minnesota's terrible. Terrible
Minnesota,
state.
it seems like the epicenter of this crap.
California is much. I can promise you, California is much worse.
I'm sure it is.
Nobody can get in.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they really, open that one wide open, like a can opener. They open California, because the amount of money that we are losing in California is probably $1 trillion. Who knows? But this stuff, like John Thune. What else do you need to hear, John Thune? You have, it looks like, the votes, John Thune. Time to nuke the filibuster now when you have the votes. You have the votes. You've got to get the SAVE Act onto President Trump's desk. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice.
I want to see what happens in California, mainly because what happened in Minnesota took down Tim Walz. He is no longer going to be doing any kind of political stuff. I wanted to take down Gavin Newsom. I don't want him running for president in 2028. Why? Because I can guarantee you that's when they will activate 15, 20 million illegals to vote for Gavin Newsom. I guarantee it. They will rip away their benefits and say, look, you will lose these benefits unless you vote for. Watch, I guarantee you, they're going to win either the House or the Senate or both in 2026. And then what's going to happen? They're going to say, look, you are going to lose your benefits. Every human is legal. You're going to lose your benefits if JD Vance wins. But if Gavin Newsom wins, you will keep your benefits. That will activate all 15, 20 million illegals to vote for Gavin Newsom. I guarantee it.
That's why the SAVE Act has to be passed, and it's got to be done now so we could get some of it in place for 2026, I hope, and definitely by 2028. It's got to be done.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think it'll be the way they're running right now. It definitely won't happen for the midterms. And I'll tell you why, because they don't want it to happen for the midterms. They want the Democrats are supposed to win either the House or the Senate. They are going to do it after the 2026 midterms, either after or right before, when there's not enough time to implement anything, because they want the Democrats to win some of the 2026 midterms. I guarantee it. Let me tell you, the uniparty is real. It works together. It is the swamp. John Thune is a part of that swamp. Yeah. They are going to make sure the SAVE Act will pass. It will pass and they will sign it, but it will not affect the 2026 midterms. And that's the whole point of this.
You think that he'll nuke the filibuster? You think he's going to do it?
Not anytime soon. First, they have got to get the 2026 midterms won. Make sure they're won before this happens, because they are going to activate the illegals for the 2026 midterms. They will win at least the House, maybe the Senate also. Let me tell you, I'm sorry. It is what it is.
They win the Senate and the House, then you could just listen.
They're going to remove Trump immediately. Then they can just go ahead and remove Vance. They can keep removing people until they get somebody in there they like.
I tell you, it's the same people who are happy that President Trump lost this tariff thing in the Supreme Court. Like I said, people. They hate America. They hate what America stands for. They hate you. They don't like you. They don't like you. Okay, I don't know if you have the clip, Jack. It's been floating around. It's what the hell is her name? She's talking about re-education camps for Trump voters. If
you're talking about Hillary Clinton.
No, it's a new one. It's Susan Rice, I think. It's Susan Rice.
I have no idea who that is
right now. She's putting it out there.
Okay, I'll get it. Go ahead and talk for a second.
Yeah, she's basically saying that the Trump supporters need to be re-educated, put in camps. And Jack's right. We have heard this from people like Hillary Clinton before. Believe these people when they speak, because they mean it. We talk about it all the time on here, that if we lose, first of all, this platform that we're complaining about, X, as much as we complain, it's going to get much worse. This stuff won't even exist. It won't even exist. You won't be allowed. We'd be kicked off. We'd been kicked off a while ago. But yeah, see if you could find that Susan Rice clip, because
listen to this. She's the traitor from the Benghazi thing with Hillary Clinton. She said her vision of a post-Trump America is where MAGA supporters are rounded up and sent to re-education camps or prisons.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Or prison.
See if you could play it.
I can play it right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here. I want everybody to take a listen to this. This is, wow. This is absolutely nuts. But okay, let me share it on the screen right here. We got a few minutes left. I want to play this. I want everybody to hear this, because this is absolutely insane, man. Look at this. Okay, everybody, take a listen.
But when it comes to the elites, the corporate interests, the law firms, the universities, the media. I agree with you, Preet. It is not. It's not going to end well for them. For those that decided that it was, that they would act in their perceived very narrow self-interest, which I would underscore is very short-term self-interest, and take a knee to Trump. I think they're now starting to realize, wait a minute, this is not popular. Trump is not popular. What he is doing, whether on the economy and affordability or on immigration now, is not popular. And that there is likely to be a swing in the other direction. And they are going to be caught with more than their pants down. They're going to be held accountable by those who come in opposition to Trump and win at the ballot box. And I can tell you, Preet, as I talk to leaders in Washington, leaders in our party, leaders in the states, if these corporations think that the Democrats violated all, the laws you've seen, Trump thought, okay, I'll redistrict, and the Democrats.
None of that had that in there. That was the video, but it didn't have it in there. That's odd. Hang on one second. This is the longer version. Let's see.
Whether on the economy and affordability, as I talk to, like when Trump thought, okay, I'll redistrict, whether you're a law firm, whether you're starting to hear, they better preserve their documents. They better be ready for subpoenas. If they've done something wrong, they'll be held accountable. And if they haven't broken the law, good for them. If they've done the right things, good for them. That also will be noted and remembered. But this is not going to be an instance of.
I don't see where she says this. Everybody's saying she says this. This is the entire video. I have not heard a single thing.
Decided that it was, that they now starting to realize, wait a minute, there's likely to be a swing in the other direction. And
God, the internet sucks, man. Look at this shit.
in opposition to Trump and win at the ballot box. Power are going to, play by the old rules and say, oh, never mind. We'll forgive you for all the people you fired, all the policies. And
yeah, see, none of that. I don't see where the hell she says this. I'm sorry, but I listened to that whole freaking video and I didn't see where the hell she said that.
That was a quote, though. Where did they get it from?
I have no idea where the hell they got it from, but it's not from what I saw. I played two different videos. They both said she said this, and I didn't see it.
Okay. Well, she's talking about people that, they'll be forgiven if they, believe me, they're going to throw people in jail.
Oh, Eric Swalwell has made their intentions very clear. He said, if we win in 2026, we will be targeting Trump supporters. His exact words, we will target Trump supporters, Trump, his administration, his supporters. We will target them. Those were his words.
Yep, 100%. And it's coming. It's coming if they get back in power, without a doubt. If they take full power back, without a doubt, they will try to throw everybody in that administration in jail. A lot of people that are out of the administration in jail because, they need to be, quote unquote, re-educated. That's what this is about. These people are tyrants. We're not the tyrants. They project. All they are is projection, deflection, double standards, and hypocrisy. That's the Democrats. They are communists.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just getting worse and worse. And I can tell you that with all these illegals that came into America and got all these free benefits. I mean, Trump, God bless his heart, he's not deporting barely anybody. You know what I mean? I mean, let's be real here. He's deported like 500,000 people in a year. Okay. I mean, I think Obama deported like 8 or 10 million in his 4 years. Well, he's not deporting anybody.
Well, Obama, they messed with the stats. The people who left voluntarily, they counted those as deportations under Obama. They manipulated those stats.
But if you count Trump's, let's say he's got 1 million deportations then, if you count that together.
Yeah, I'm talking about the turnarounds. Like under Obama, here's the difference. They did zero interior enforcement. Zero. So they did it, but they tamped it down a lot. So
they did, but they deported the hell out of people. I'll tell you that much.
If they turned them around at the border, Jack, they counted those as deportations. That kind of
is. I would say.
Yeah, but I mean, we're so behind the eight ball. And I heard Homan talking today, and real quick, I know we got to go. I'm
Good.
kind of like, wait a minute, worst first, biggest threats. No, everybody's got to go. And he's like, you're on the
Everybody.
table. But it's like you're so far behind the 8 ball. You're gonna need, like you said, you're gonna need 10 million people a year to make a difference.
But Jay, if they're just doing criminals and stuff, those, yes, that helps a lot in America, but it's not going to stop the voting. It's not going to stop the voting because the criminals are few and far between. If there's 20 million illegals, let's say 5 million are criminals, 15 million are not. Those 15 million are going to vote.
That's the problem.
All right. Well, I think we've solved all the problems we can for 1 week, Jay. I really appreciate all of our listeners, especially with all the technological difficulties with X that we've had. I really, really appreciate you guys. Secret America will be back Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We are doing every weekday from now on, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. For Jay Gatling, I am Jack Danger. Thank you for watching Secret America.
You've been listening to Secret America.